Milan are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're up and running. Well, Ed Milson's selection has certainly attracted some scrutiny, but the man himself looks, as ever, Jim, utterly unfazed.
Yeah, I like him because he's got a certain elegance about him, Peter. We all know Brazilian players love the idea of getting forward, and he's probably one of the...
Oh, that is asking for trouble! Can he get on the end of this? A probing pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Scholes. Mendes kept his eye on it, and he's there. And no, that was never going to make it. Neymar. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Delivered. Terrific effort! Goal, Milan! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So, a breakthrough already. Raul is offering some sort of an apology there.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Looking for a runner. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Scholes. And this is Bebeto. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And this is Bebeto. And he welcomes it in. Bebeto! And that's a good finish. They're level in a trice.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive. The finish, exquisite.
Las Vegas Lights restore parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Neymar. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
He won't be happy with that one. Oh, good spread. Back where it came from. Scholes. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Ronaldinho. It's a quick ball upfield. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Simons. And he's picked out the run. Big chance! Goal, Milan! Into the lead once more. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Milan with the lead. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And the pass is intercepted. Xavi Alonso.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Gyökeres. Mendes is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Xavi Simons is wide and looking to get onto this. Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Ronaldinho. It's Ronaldinho! And he nearly went all the way.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
That pass has been well intercepted. That's been cut out, well played. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Ferdinand kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Neymar. Aimed beyond the defence. Not a hint of offside here. Pickford breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Bebeto. Chiellini. Hakimi cuts out the pass. Now it's Yamal. Ronaldinho. Neymar.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Ronaldinho. Scholes. Oh, that pass isn't the best. It's a searching pass. No, he's had it taken off him. That has ended up in no man's land. Simons threads one in. Gyökeres! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. So the team's still separated by one goal, but it should be very different. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Milan are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Simons. Scholes knocks it into space. Nuno Mendes. Oh, easy pickings there. Played into space. Xavi Alonso. Couldn't squeeze it through. Not the most accurate pass. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Las Vegas Lights clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Edmilson, a picture of focus and alertness. Scholes. Marquinhos. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Xavi Simons is onto this. Searching pass he's played there. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. And that is a little undercooked. Gyökeres. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Yamal. That's a pretty loose pass. Scholes. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And he was quick to react. Jordan Henderson. Hakimi, who does have an assist to his name. Scholes. Now, can they get him away? Ambitious ball here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Xavi Alonso. Tries to play it through. Xavi Simons receives it in a wide position. Neymar. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Raul. Xavi Alonso. Well, that has not gone well. Casillas. Eder Militao gets across to intercept that. Simons. Lovely. Now then. Simons. Can he finish? Scholes. Ronaldinho. Played out towards the right wing. Van Dijk cuts it out. And it's Mendes. Simons! Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Milan surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Goes for a shot! Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Gyökeres has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Hakimi. Good chance here! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
Hakimi really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Not the most accurate pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now that is a hefty challenge. That's really nicely played. Xabi Alonso cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Takes a shot! Milan moments now away from seeing this one out. And he's quick to return it. That is a brilliant interception.
Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Pass somewhat off target. 1 minute to add, according to the board. Looking for the run. No, he's just misjudged that one. And that is that. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to... Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. And now they can spring out of defence. And that's going wide left.
Lothar Matthäus is going to have a huge influence here, Peter.
Well, it's hard to argue with that. In any game at any time, he is as influential as they come.
Yeah, and he'll be right in the thick of it in the middle of the park, combining the roles of number 10, central midfielder, defensive midfielder. Sometimes he's even sweeper, so watch out for those late attacking runs from deep, and don't be surprised if he gets himself on the score sheet too. Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
And a chance! Goal! Milan! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Cedric Suarez. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Jena. Now it's Paulinho. Paulinho! He has hit that forcefully. Milan currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Cedric Suarez. Sao Paulo are very well equipped down the flanks. It is a tried and tested formula.
Well, Peter, that can cause real problems if they're allowed to run riot in those positions, whether through direct running or from deliveries towards the box. It can work.
Delivers the ball. And it's claimed by the keeper. And that is out of play. Matthäus. Well timed, excellent interception. And it's Berbatov. Nicely spread. Drills one in. And he can thump it away. Eder Militao has the space to scheme. Berbatov! That's going to go a long way. Kajeri goes looking wide. Eder Militao gets over and intercepts. Kajeri. And here's the chance to counter. Oscar. Looking to play it. And the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Mateus attempts a clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. That's a lovely, neat pass. Milan looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. And here's Berbatov. Knocks it out wide. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Can he get it through? And he plays one through. Jena. And Paulinho. Pass somewhat off target.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Can he latch on to this? Jena. And they can counter here. Oh, good-looking ball. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Milan coming in at half-time, leading by 1-0.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised. Hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think. Something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Milan can look back at a decent first half. 1-0 the score. And we get things going again.
Milan can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
It's a promising position. And it's Oscar. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Jena. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And that's another throw. Oscar with the delivery. And he's cut it out. Paulinho. Now it's Berbatov. That's destined for the flank. That's an imaginative pass. Berbatov crosses.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Cedric Suarez.
Milan are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Shot a goal! And it's in! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So that's 2 now without reply.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Now it's Paulinho. And he cuts out the supply.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
And that was asking for too much. Antonio. Almost an hour gone. Defending was strong and firm.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Spread to the right. Now it's Oscar. Now, can they get him away? I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Neymar coming on here, a change that was broadly anticipated.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
Threads one in. Eder Militao makes a move down the right. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Antonio. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Great ball, and can he finish? And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
A case now of complete control. Rijkaard. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, good climb! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Milan will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Antonio. Oh, good spread. Suarez. And here's Oscar. AC Milan could counter here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Now it's Berbatov. Tries to pass it through. Has crossed in. Terrific effort! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. So we have movement on both benches. Cedric Suarez. And it's Neymar. Always onto this. And this is Inzaghi. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
It's Neymar! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Outstanding save to keep that out.
Milan really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
They've played it short. He's had a shot! And a neat finish! They are playing them off the park! Milan are having a ball here. Mateusz. Played out wide. Eder Militao. Filippo Inzaghi. Decent chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oscar. That has been slung wide. Space for him to turn and look. Crosses it in. And the keeper beats it away. That's really well cleared.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And he's got away from him. He's in a good position. And the shot! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And time is up. Milan, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, it was 2014 that Corinthians relocated to this high-tech arena. This the ultimate demonstration of their power as a club revered amongst the world's supporters. Their fan base believed to be somewhere in the region of 30 million people. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Paulinho. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today? And the shot! Well, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Paulinho has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Berbatov.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Romero. Mateus. Now it's Paulinho. So it is still 0-0. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Looking for the run. Jena. And Paulinho. Mateus. And that's going wide left. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Now he's got space here. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Great ball if he can get there.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, no joy this time. Played out wide, and that pass just didn't quite work. Paulinho. Now, what about a counter-attack? Looking for option. Mateus! Goal! Milan! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Milan have taken the lead.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Andre Carrillo. And it's Carrillo. Knocks it into space. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Jena. Paulinho. Now it's Berbatov. Oh, that's a key interception. He won't be happy with that one. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Oh, good spread. Mateus has found the net here, of course. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Shot could be on. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Paulinho. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped.
Chance for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Mateus really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And it's been taken short. He's had a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Shapes to shoot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And the referee says that is that for the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Milan come in leading by just the odd goal.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Milan just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Milan currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Paulinho. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Andre Carrillo. Memphis Depay. The referee's awarded a free kick. Andre Carrillo. Paulinho. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Mateus. Good ball, good take. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Andre Carrillo. And it's Carrillo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Crunching tackle. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. And the counter is on. Milan just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Now this could be a chance. Chance, surely! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Cleared away. And it's Rijkaard. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. Some good work on the right flank here. And he lines up a cross. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Played through into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Threads one in. That's a shade optimistic. Andre Carrillo. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
You have to expect that from everyone now. Corinthians really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Mateus under intense pressure.
Well, to be honest, Peter, he has dictated much of the play. Better late than never in trying to...
Big chance! And there's a goal! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Really tidily gathered and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Berbatov. And Berbatov! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Milan can consider themselves just about safe now. Now it's Memphis Depay.
This is the time you need that pace.
Just 5 minutes left. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Mateus. Now that looks a decent ball. Has a look up and delivers. Tries to get it clear. Engages and forces him off the ball. Mateus. And that has been cleared. So much time and space. And a shot! Relentless! Just relentless! It's all becoming so easy. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
A case now of complete control. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Milan looking by any yardstick formidable, truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so together. That was a terrific day for them. Mateusz taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match and deservedly so. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, now here's a team sheet that speaks of excitement and unpredictability, Jim.
It certainly does, Peter, especially since it includes a certain Dimitar Berbatov. I think he'll be the key to connecting the midfield to the attack here. Such a potent finisher, but remarkably unselfish too, and he will often drop that little bit deeper to try and trigger attacks himself.
Just such a clever footballer, and there's always a sense of danger when he's around.
Really looking forward to seeing him.
There's the whistle, and here we go. And he was quick to react. Chance to shoot! Jenna. And Paulinho. Mateus. Jenna. And it's Rijkaard. And here's Berbatov. And Berbatov! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
That's really well cleared. And now they can spring out of defence. They're battling for the right to play in the early stages. That is lovely. Oh, some astute defending there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
Bragantino really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's going to matter in the longer term. There's no good in holding on to the ball just for the sake of it.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Engages and forces him off the ball. He's in a great position here, and he's worked it through. Rijkaard. Now Eder Militao. Mateus. Played down the flank. Pass somewhat off target. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Berbatov. Decent chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Berbatov with a beautifully timed run.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
Rijkaard. And the return pass. He's in plenty of space here. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. An instinctive... Oh, good effort!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Cleared away. Bragantino are looking to go forward now. Mateus. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. He's on it. Can he get away? Space for him to turn and look. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Looking for options for movement. And he's picked out the run. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Stood up well to him there. And the referee has signalled for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side has found a way through yet.
Yeah, 0-0, but definitely not from the want of trying. There's been plenty of industry and hard work, as well as some good defending, so I wouldn't be too dismissive just yet.
So both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So straight into the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Now it's Berbatov. Oh, good spread.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Mateos! And he's heaved it away. Oh, that's nice. That's gone for a throw-in. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Real chance! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Good ball, good take. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Oh, perfectly measured that. Now this could be a chance. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That's a pretty loose pass. Eder Militao. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Looking to play him in. Rijkaard being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
And here's Berbatov. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Paulinho. Nice control. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Milan choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Great pressure, plenty of it. Pinches it off him. Mateos.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now the cross. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He'll try from distance. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. So, third corner of the game. Oh, good climb! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Can he get it through? Great ball, and he's in here! And that's going to be a goal kick. Milan have opted to make another change here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Berbatov. And a header!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Bragantino making further changes here, and in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
That ball looks a good one. Mateus. This is a promising build-up.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
No, that's been intercepted. Berbatov tries one from range.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Drives it in. Mateus! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, didn't catch it right.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
No, he's had it taken off him. Neymar is in a really good position out wide. Still no sign of a breakthrough, which comes as quite a surprise if you consider the gulf in quality between the two teams. Eder Militao cuts out the pass.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It's a promising position. Ball's gone out of play. And he's managed to gift it back. Berbatov. That is good alertness. And it's made its way to him. Jenna, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings. Threads one in. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And after a brief check, the referee blows his whistle. Frustration, exasperation, vexation, certainly from an attacking perspective. Neither side able. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Paulinho, great defending, strong and determined. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that lineage, Peter. He's very quick and aggressive, and while he does have the odd mistake in him, or certainly did in his earlier career, he's maturing fast and he's easing that out of his game, and he can go all the way to the very top.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. He's going for goal! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to...
Takes a shot! Goal! Milan!
That's just downright fabulous, both the disguise and the control, and then that gentle scoop.
Milan breakthrough nice and early, just as they wanted it. Knocks it into space. Plays a sharp little ball here. Eder Militao. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. And that is headed for the middle. And he's there to clear it. Chance for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Impressive jump! That's going to go a long way. And now they can spring out of defence. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Berbatov. Paulinho! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's in plenty of space here. Milan have hit a quick-fire double here and are well and truly in the driving seat. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Now that looks a decent ball. That's tidy. No, he's had it taken off him. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And Berbatov! Dimitar Berbatov, brilliant! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are purring, truly purring. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Milan find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Mateus getting up there! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Some front-footed pressing going on here. And he's picked it up out wide. And he's straight offside. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Paulinho. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get on the end of this? Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Played back to the goalkeeper. We've got 5 minutes till half-time.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And that's been slipped through. Tries a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Milan are having a ball here. Some resolute defending there. That looks a good ball through. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that is the end of the first half. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Milan really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Milan are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Oh no, this does not look good. Mateus. Eder Militao. Looking for the run. And he welcomes it in. There's the shot! And he's missed it.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Pass somewhat off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the pass is intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. Mateus, played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, that's fabulous. Threads one. Mateus! And he hits the net. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Milan are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Tries to play it through. He's in a chance, surely! Oh, it's hit the post! No, not this time.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Eder Militao. Great vision. Mateus providing an outlet on that flank. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Could move up a gear here. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's picked his way through. Now the delivery. Oh, good effort! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Milan choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Could be danger here! Berbatov! And it's been shipped out wide. Played with finesse. That's really well cleared. Taken back almost at once. Pauline, big chance! And he's stuck it away! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Milan making further changes here, and in quick succession. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Out towards the flank. Can he get it through? Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he's there to belt it away. So we have further activity on the bench here. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rijkaard. He has a look up. Shapes to shoot! No, that's just wide.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Now that's well seen too. And this is Berbatov. Oh, good ball. And the shot! And he's had it nicked away. Oh, and Berbatov! And yes, it's there! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
That ball looks a good one. And this is Berbatov.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He came in hard, very hard. And here's Neymar. Played out wide. Serginho. Neymar. Oh, right place, right time. Distributed tidily.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Berbatov. Now it's Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And that's that. Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.